Use a switch statement to sort houses into groups of odd versus even numbered homes. In line 3, add the case to identify all of the even numbered homes. Use n for the name of the constant. So we are switching on the house number, and we now need a case for even numbered homes. So we say case let n where, so basically we want to let the number where n remainder of 2. So when you divide the number by 2, if that is equal to 0, then we have an even number. So that's really the case. So what we're using here is value binding with a where statement, but it's really just the case is basically says if the house number has a remainder of 0, then this case is true, and then you should print and say even numbered house. Otherwise, it's an odd numbered house. So the only thing missing to complete this is the colon, which is what is needed at the end. So when we run this, you can now see that it is an even numbered house. We can further improve the above by replacing let n just with underscore. And the reason we can do that is we never use the n variable inside the case. Inside the case, there's just a print statement. So you could basically create a shorthand. Let's try that by removing this part. We can just say here. See, it accepts it. Here's a case where the remainder of the number is 0. Then it's an even numbered house. It knows here that we have a constant called n because we're using it here in the where statement. And so this is just a shorthand way of writing it. I prefer to leave it in because, again, I want code to be really readable, really easy to maintain, and I find sometimes Swift uses a lot of shorthand that gets in the way of readability, and that can be especially tricky for beginners. So I personally prefer writing it this way and saying let n where n remainder of 2 is 0.